FBI has conducted over 450 interviews with more likely to occur. We've served legal process requests to 86 different companies related to accounts associated with the subject, meaning legal requests to these companies to provide the data and contents associated with these accounts. As part of our normal investigative process, we regularly interview victims of crime to offer our support and learn more about their perspective regarding their experience. To that end, we have contacted former President Trump, and he has agreed to participate in a victim interview. As part of our investigation, we examined over 2,100 tips from the public through our digital media tip line, including images, videos, documents, and audio recordings. We've identified our subject's interest in shooting began as a hobby and progressed into formal firearms training courses, particularly since September of 2023. We continue to analyze his electronic devices and social media accounts for additional information and insight into his psyche. The FBI is looking at the email accounts, gaming accounts, messaging platforms, social media accounts, as well as online search engines in an attempt to determine a possible motive and whether the subject acted alone or worked with co-conspirators. From our subject's internet search history, we determined the subject specifically searched, and I quote, "How far away was Oswald from Kennedy?" Additionally, our investigation has revealed he also made searches related to power plants, mass shooting events, information on improvised explosive devices, and the attempted assassination of the Slovakian Prime Minister earlier this year. Another point of clarification. The investigation has revealed searches of nationally elected officials, including our current and former presidents, and a detailed analysis of those searches is ongoing. All other images associated with searches of key American political figures appeared only as cached images, likely as a result of the subject reviewing news stories and media coverage online, and not specific searches associated with these individuals. While the FBI's investigation may not yet have determined a motive, we believe the subject made significant efforts to conceal his activities. Additionally, we believe his actions also show a careful planning ahead of the campaign rally. We identified the model of the rifle the subject used, a DPMS AR-15 style firearm designed to shoot 5.56 millimeter ammunition. So the interview of the former president will be consistent with any other victim interview that we do. Again, we provide victims with support from our victim services, and we want to get his perspective on what he observed. So just like any other witness to the crime, as well as get his perspective on what occurred to him during that event. But it is a standard victim interview like we would do for any other victim of crime under any other circumstances.
we have criminals, we have drug dealers, we have people that should not be here, and it's much tougher than if it happened. We had the strongest border ever. In recorded history, we had the best border. In fact, if they could ever put up a chart, I don't know if they can do it. Do you guys have access to that chart that I love so much? You don't mind if I go off teleprompter, do you? Because these teleprompters are so damn boring, I try and explain that. Oh, there's it. Wow. You guys are doing it. They're getting better with time. My guys, take a look at that chart. Take a look at the arrow on the bottom. See the big red arrow, right? So that's when I left office. That was the lowest point, and that comes right from the government services, comes right out of Border Patrol. Take a look at that. So that arrow is the lowest amount of illegal immigration ever in recorded history into our country. And then the worst president in the history of our country took over. And look what happened to our country. Probably 20 million people. And that's a little bit old, that chart. That chart's a couple of months old. And if you want to really see something that's sad, take a look at what happened.